We interrupt this program for a special news bulletin.
You know why? We've been working, yeah, we've been working, yeah, we've been. Last night, I took my pen and my pencil and took a trip out the universe. It's sweeter than cinnamon.
Hey, welcome back to the break room. This is an extension of the Grounded Bag podcast, and I want to thank you all so much for joining me on the break room because we're not only are we going to be tackling some real difficult subject matters, but we're also going to be tackling other form of discussions more than what we're talking about as far as reactions, but we're really reacting to what's happening right now. So just know we're going to get into some real tough. Why am I making sound as if y'all about to go to doomsday? We're going to be getting into more subject matters. I'll just leave it at that. So just know that I'm just so grateful for you to be joining me. And yes, y'all have been showing me a lot of love on my lifetime videos that I've been talking about. And we have some new lifetime ones to be talking about too. Like I've been keeping my ears to these streets. Please go ahead and subscribe. If you're watching this and I've already hit 1,000 subscribers, God bless you. Thank you so much for joining. And if you could hit that subscribe button to support, oh, that would be so that would be so appreciated. If you heard that notification, yes, I'm at home, and that was my phone. That was my phone. But let me get back to being formal for a moment. And I am your host, Aisha Insai. And if you haven't already planted roots with us yet, please go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel so that way you don't miss any videos that it's published. And also make sure that you like, share, and share. So that way the YouTube multiverse knows that you find value here in this content. And do not forget to listen to us on Spotify, the Grounded by Podcast, because I will be sharing some real and in-depth subject matter discussions on there because I want us to have more conversations and sometimes in another safe space that we can have them as well. So stay tuned for that. And also make sure that you subscribe to us on Substack, The Rooted Productions, and the Grounded Bag Podcast. So that way you don't miss any latest updates or conversations. So let's get into everything. So today, what is on our list? We have high gas prices. This man, why he had to be a brother, but I'm not even going to hate because it's different out here. The gas is starting to decrease, but it's not all the way in homeostasis. But this man, this Georgia man, decided to create a mini car costing about $3 to fill up. If he can carry a little bit of groceries, he carries them. When I first heard this, and this was also featured on ABC World News, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Ain't no way. Ain't no way is this man doing this. But then it had me thinking, we all know what it's like to get creative when the money is tight. When you make a tuna fish and you have to feed multiple people, but the tuna is not as much, you use more mayonnaise to stretch it. If you're making soup and you know that the soup may be a little scarce, you add a little bit more water, but a little bit more seasoning to make it, balance. We know that when you are making your iced tea, even after a few cups are filled, you add a little bit more water to make sure that the excess mix is all finished because you're not trying to break your coin. So we all do different things to navigate and cope and save money. But I'm not going to hate on it, but it was out there because you're in Georgia. He said that law enforcement told him that if he just stays off the highways then he should be fine, but things can still happen in neighborhoods. I'm not trying to speak on anything or cause him any harm, but I hope that he has found another option because he has a car, but it's costly to fill it up. So I hope that he found another option because this right here is different. It's a 56-second clip, so I'm gonna play it and we'll come back. Shoot, if money gets tight, I might do something like this too, but I don't know about that.
It's a Barbie camper of sorts designed by the guy driving it there, 30-year-old Molly Hightower, a handyman not far from Atlanta. He says he started with a go-kart base and the engine from an old power washer, and what he got is maybe the ultimate answer to higher gas prices.
Gas is getting too high, so I gotta do what I can. I can't do the my regular cars. I gotta do my little mini cars. So if I can get $1 on pump 6. Thank you.
Yes, $1. That little mini car, as he calls it, cost all of $3 to fill up entirely, compared to about $60 for his real car, a minivan. And while he can't pick up the kids in the mini car, he did install a rack for groceries. And as long as he stays off the highway, he says the local cops have been understanding. Oh, and yes, he says this is for real.
Gas has always been an issue. It go up, it goes down, things like that. But this time is when I'm actually starting to feel it.
And there it is. Maybe not the Barbie Dreammobile, but at $3 a tank, pretty close to a dream.
That newscaster was so shady because he said, and the guy said, yes, it is for real. But listen, we are in different times. So coupons, we may have stopped using them, but that is back in fashion. We have seen a lot, heard a lot, trying to maneuver through a lot. So I would say if that is an option to save some money, then let the good times roll. And I think it's important not to shut stuff down, especially when it makes sense. Now, I'm not telling all of us to be in Barbie cars, because especially if we know our cities in some areas, even if the local cops may be okay, there may be that one cop that didn't get the memo that this was okay to do. Like, let's not put ourselves in danger now. So let's just still use some wisdom, because it's okay to say, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. But it's another thing to just go ahead and do it, and then that may be the wrong day and the wrong time. So I would say even now more than ever, if you shop at Kroger's or Walmart's or Sam's Clubs or other retailers, they have different gas promotions and different savings. So I would say, and also prioritize your time out of the house as best as you possibly can. It's hard to say that, but I mean, if you can try, like if you have to take the kids to school, if you have to do et cetera, go to work, then try to prioritize outside of that. How often? If you're doing grocery shopping, make sure that you're thoroughly making sure that you're making it a full trip versus having to go back and forth, because that's gas. Unless you have electric, gas is going to be spent, but also making sure that you're also balancing the time, because with the summer and the heat, many of our bodies can't adjust to that well. So listen, good vibes, good people, good day. That's a sign back there. We have to be very careful with ourselves and not put ourselves at risk, because this Barbie dream car is nice, but in the hot summer heat, I need that air condition. I need my air conditioning. Unless you have a fan that's hooked up, but that still is going to be blowing hot air. So it's a pro and a con to being cost effective. There's a pro and a con. But let me know what you think in the comments about this. Would you do this, or would you find another way to save gas but also still be safe and functional at the same time? Let me know in the comments what you thought about this, because this is different. I'm not hating on it. Like I said, I'm not knocking this gentleman's hustle. But would I do this? No. Because it's plastic compared to a steel car that can do some damage. So let me know what you think in the comments. But just know that we are here to support all of you and just to be your friend in these trenches, but also these highways and byways. So just know that hope still exists even in moments like this. So please go ahead and take care of yourself, take care of others, and most importantly, be kind to yourself today. And we've been working. We have been working. So please go ahead and also subscribe to this channel, like, share, and comment. And let's see what the next reaction has for us, because I'm sure it's going to be everything and then some. See you next time.
Girl, nothing, sitting up here watching TV.
Ah, where your sorry husband at?
What?
Where your sorry husband at?